everybody. So we made it into port today. I had about an hour on the bridge of steering. I couldn't really get any shots of that, because the captain's up there, the mate, the pilot. But after I steered, I went down, started tying up. I don't know if you can really tell, but it was raining pretty hard. The wheel I was turning there is the brake. Excuse me. And then here I'm disengaging the winch there, so I can work these soft lines independently of the line that's on the drum. And between the noise and the rain, because we were on the stern backside of the ship, I was doing a little complaining. As you can see, the other guy there is just standing there while I'm struggling with this by myself. I mean, not really struggling, but when it starts to pull the line up, one person is supposed to tend it, and it really helps if the guy who's free makes it neat beside you, rather than it pile up on your feet. And I edited this earlier today after I took it, and so I don't know if I show it, but here I'm trying to get it to catch, because especially since the gypsy head there, warping head, is wet, the line was slipping a little bit, and to combat that, you just add an extra wrap. But you can see it's starting to pile up, so I'm trying to flake it out here, make it neat. But it's frustrating to do it all up by yourself while somebody over there just standing around. But it is what it is. Also, guys, let me know if you like this point of view kind of stuff. With the GoPro, I think it's kind of neat, and I enjoy it because I can kind of take footage without really thinking about what I want to talk about that day. Like right now, I'm just rewatching it and kind of talking over it, which is why I might have I know, like yesterday and the day before, I think I had some, little pauses while I thought about what to say next. Here I'm just trying to stand out of the rain while I'm waiting for the line to come up and the mate to tell me something. You kind of want to, the OMU, he's running the winch, he's kind of just bumping it up there. So here I go over to try to fix it. It's getting tight. And then once you're done with that one, and really, I think I edited this video down to about 10, maybe 11 minutes. I think during this mooring operation today, I think I had like 45 minutes or so of footage. So quite a bit. Here it's getting jammed up, rolling over on itself, which is really not what you want. You got to pull it out here, and left it in to show some mistakes. They happen. It's easy to fix. This was the first time on this ship that we've tied up since I've been on. Same thing with the other AB there, the guy running the winch. It's on his off time. The other guys that would normally do it are either hurt or, one guy had to go home. So, we didn't really have a good plan. And then, you coupled it with people, not helping, or, no kind of safety meeting or, toolbox talk or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, see, I just took it all off to restart. Here I'm going to take a couple wraps, get it back on there, tighten it back up. Just got to be adaptable. Oh, now, finally he comes to help. But these things happen,
This fucking line, man.
It just made it more difficult because it was raining on us today, which, it's no big deal. After we got tied up and everything was situated, I started my gangway watch, which is a nice change of pace. You know, it's its own kind of stressors. I don't get the same amount of breaks or meal times that I normally would. You know, like we usually take like 45 minutes for lunch, 45 minutes for dinner, really, to clean up and eat. And you know, I'm really only taking 30 minutes, and instead of like a 30-minute break, I'm only taking like 10 or 15. But it's okay, because I mean, really, I'm sitting down all day. It was kind of miserable because it was raining on me, but I do have rain gear, and I was covered a little bit, but it was still a little miserable. You know, but that's the way it goes. So here's our that's the stern line over there. Let's see, what else did I throw in here? Those are the outboard lines. So here's a line on the drum, and you know, basically the mate will tell me to take it over. You can kind of see there. I take it over to the, I call it the working side, and the where you can see the majority of the line there. That's the storage side. You know, you want to take basically you want to fill that working side up with wraps without going over on itself. And you know, because as the ship excuse me, raises with the tide or lowers, you want to be able to have line to pay out, or to pull in you know, your slack. Sorry, I just had a little drink there. You know, and the little round thing there is a closed chock. To the right of the mate there, you see a rolling chock. Just different kinds of ways to send out a line. You know, it's supposed to be smooth to help chafing of the line. See, there's the mate. He's testing to see how taut the line is. You don't want it too loose. You don't want it too tight. So you know, you kind of just want it firm. Here I'm setting the brake again. You know, you do this so it doesn't just run out on you.
Where's he going?
Because if you were to disengage the Wildcat, and the brake was off, that spool of line would just run out into the water and be a pain to get back on. And so here's another soft line. This was a little difficult. So on the port side, I'm on the starboard side now. We sent them out at the same time, the line on the drum and the soft line. Here the captain wanted it tied up a certain way, so we had to send the soft line out first. And I think this part of the video is where I was setting it to send out the line on the drum. You know, when I edited this down, I didn't really watch much. I just kind of scrubbed through to see what was there. I'm engaging,
Hey, Bobby.
asking the OMU to kind of move it a little bit so I can get it in gear.
Keep going.
But yeah, I just kind of scrub through and see what, you know, kind of looks interesting. You know,
Back just
you can see I'm giving hand signals to them. You know, just a little bit more. You know, I'm tapping my fingers, so just, you know, light touches.
There we go.
You know, finally get it in there at the end. Now that it's engaged, I can take off the brake, and what that'll do is it'll turn both the drum and the warping head there. If it's disengaged, it'll only turn the warping head. And so here I'm gonna
Just slack a little more, Billy.
again
Bobby.
take this line from the storage side to the working side. Whenever the mate tells me we're paying out, so I can get it around. We took some wraps here. We ended up having to take these off. We had too many wraps on it and had to reset. you know, and that happens. And I'm just kind of guiding it, you know, so it lays beside itself rather than back on. Got to wear hand protection. Sometimes there'll be little bits of steel, or, you know, we call them fish hooks, you know, and they could cut your hand. You know, there we're taking those wraps off, that because we had too many. Once I get it off,
One more.
you know, he didn't take it down far enough. Yeah, here we go. We're finally getting it on right. You know, and again, this is, I think, going to be probably about a 12 or 13 minute video. I'm already about 11 minutes. And like I said, I cut that down from about 45 minutes. Can take a long time to tie up. And like I said, especially if, you know, there's no clear thing of what somebody's doing. You know, sometimes if you don't give a guy direction, he'll just stand there. You know, I try to see what needs to be done and jump in, especially if, you know, we can't really see him, but the captain came out and was watching us a few times. You know, we look silly. You know, but like I said, it's the first time we tied up together. I've been on ships where, you know, eventually, yeah, there I'm testing how taut the line is. I think I give it, see how it just didn't bounce. Like, that's a good, strong put on the brake. But yeah, you know, the more you type up with people, the more in sync you get. And, you know, it makes it easier. And then, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the mooring evolution. You know, let me know what kind of videos you guys want. I got, you know, like 71 more days or something like that to go. So if there's something you guys want to see, you know, maybe a space or questions you have, let me know, and I'll try to make a video about them. You know, try to make this stuff interesting rather than, you know, just, you know, maybe talking over footage or record myself. Try to show you guys different things on a ship. Here I'm kind of, you know, with the soft line tied into space. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys letting go of the tug. They come alongside, it kind of pushes into place. Tug line's there on the bits, and we let the line through, so that doesn't whip us when they take the big line. Yeah, and we'll let it go. So, you know, guys, as always, stay safe out there, and fair winds and following seas.